I'm back, baby!
Hi everyone, it's good to see you all. Again, I can't obviously actually see you, but good to look at my camera lens. Again, I did actually use it recently for something else, but in this case, it's good to be looking at it again and knowing some of the people that will be watching it back and where this video will end up. It has been a long time since I made the video. It's been over 2 months. Needless to say, life can get busy and hectic at times for everyone, no matter who you are. But in this case, I did feel like I should probably at least explain why I took a short break. I'm actually on my final semester of college right now. At the time I'm recording this, I actually graduate in about 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks actually, and I've just been kind of trying to grind through the rest of school, especially now I have, final projects, final exams coming up, and I'm trying to actually get a bit of a head start, at least on the projects front this week, this Thanksgiving week, since I don't have as many classes this week. Hoping to actually kind of get a head start on that. I've also recently started a new job, and that has also been a little bit busy, and I'm trying to focus on that too, as well as me trying to actually move, hopefully within the next 2 months. And I've been on the lookout for apartments, and so yeah, just all of those things combined, it's been busier than normal in my life. I don't want to say busy because I know there are other people that are genuinely busy, like especially people working in the film industry, actors. They constantly have a lot that they're doing and they have long working days. So I don't have that, so I'm not trying to make it look like I'm that busy, but it's been busier than usual as of late for me, and so that's why kind of put off YouTube for a little bit, but now I feel like I can come back. I'm not saying I'm necessarily coming back to like a consistent schedule, especially while I'm still in school. Like that, I can't do that. Maybe when I am done, I could start uploading more consistently, but definitely like after I'll make this video and I'll put this out, and my next video won't be in 2+ months. I'll definitely get at least one out before then. I do plan on doing my end of the year videos. I plan on doing more than I normally do, and I plan on doing some different things. I won't say though, you'll just have to wait to see, but I'm looking forward to when that time comes and working on those. Yeah, basically I did just want to explain that, why I had been out of making full videos. Also shorts too, I hadn't done any shorts in about the same time period, maybe a little less actually, but still it had been a while since I have uploaded any of those. And I want to actually kind of give a recap of not all, but a lot of the movies and the albums that I've watched and listened to the past couple months. I've also watched several different TV series, so I want to talk about those too. This would be kind of like a revisit of the things I didn't review format that I had and kind of got sick of, but it's just a one-time thing, so I don't want to be making this video anymore. It's okay, I'm not gonna keep doing videos like this in the future. Yeah, basically just want to go through a bunch of things that I haven't talked about and kind of rapid fire style give my thoughts on them. Few sentences each, maybe some more, maybe some less. Starting off with films. Twisters, really good movie actually. I think an improvement upon the original Twister from 1996, I believe was the year that came out. Joker Folie à Deux, a movie that did come out. It's a movie. It's real. Piece by Piece, surprisingly really, really entertaining documentary film. I mean, that is what it is, but it's in Lego animation, and I love the animation, and I big Pharrell fan, so all this coming together I thought made for a really fun and entertaining film. Alien Romulus, also surprisingly good. I think the best film in the Alien franchise since Aliens. If you've seen the Alien movies, you know that that's not really saying much, as After Aliens, it's kind of a rocky road, a bumpy path in terms of the quality of the franchise, but this is a really solid installment, I thought. Venom: The Last Dance, still not that good, but I think the best of all the Venom movies. And yeah, I like Tom Hardy as the character. He continues to be good, but yeah, still just kind of overall. Here, which is basically like a stage play, the way that it plays out, no pun intended, all kind of being from this one shot setup that they have. A cool idea, and honestly, a cool and endearing story. Certain parts of the story I didn't care for as much, but overall, I liked it. I think it's kind of getting more flack than it deserves. I thought it was a cool idea and pretty well executed for the most part. Small things like these, a really sad and tragic, true story, true events that have taken place in Ireland, but very well told, very patient and quiet film, extremely well acted and directed, really good stuff. A Real Pain, also extremely well directed and well acted. Very impressed with Eisenberg's work here on the writing and directing front. Acting as well. Kieran Culkin, phenomenal in the movie, very interesting, unpredictable character, and just a heartwarming, sentimental story. Wicked, I saw this one today, actually on the day that I'm recording this. I love me a good musical, and I do like the Wicked musical. I have actually seen the stage play of it in the past, and I think all the musical numbers are done really well here. I like the acting. I thought most of the visuals were really good. So this is a really solid movie, and I'm excited for part 2 when that comes out. Even though I have seen the stage play, I actually don't really remember much of what happens next. And lastly, I watched Will and Harper, a documentary on Netflix, and a pretty good one, an informative one I didn't know about that, and I thought it was nice, and I thought I got a lot out of it, so I was glad that I watched that one too. Alright, that's it for movies. Now I want to move on to music releases. There might be some EPs in here. I don't think there are actually, but just music. We'll call this section music. Okay, first we have 143 by Katy Perry. Had a couple of solid dance numbers, dance tracks on it, but mostly this is a pretty big misfire, in my opinion. After that we have Mixtape Pluto by Future, which is like the definition of a mixed bag. Certain songs on it I really liked, and other ones, like Plutoski, is probably the worst song I've heard all year. But it might be the best song I've heard all year. I don't even know. Is that even a real song? What is that? I can't believe that even exists. Anyways, Cutouts by The Smile. Their second album this year. Was very happy that they released another one. And I actually think it's really good. I would not rate it as high as Wall of Eyes, but I think they just had still some really good stuff here. Lifestyle by Yeats, also another second release from an artist in 1 year. This one, unfortunately, was, I think, a lot worse than 2093. So just an unfortunate miss for him. I Want Blood by Jerry Cantrell. I thought this was a pretty solid project. I especially liked some of the songs at the back end of it. Good stuff, good instrumentation. Still really like his voice, too. Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. A good album, but a little disappointing in terms of just how good his previous few albums were. Especially this one is still a good and a substantial listen, but it's just like, it's a drop off slightly from the other ones. Still Praying by Westside Gunn. Once you've heard a few Westside Gunn albums, you've pretty much heard them all. And yeah, this is more of the same that I would expect from him. But you know what? It's really good. He is really good. I like him. I like his style. And I think it's just more good songs from him. So I'm cool with it. Songs of a Lost World by The Cure. This album had no business being this good. I think this is one of their best albums they've ever put out. Very impressive considering how long they've been around. They're still making stuff this good. Soulburger by Absol. Unfortunately, this is a pretty mediocre release from him. I think especially in the back half, it really starts to lose steam. But there are some good songs to be found on here. There's some good stuff. And finally, GNX by Kendrick Lamar. I'm a little sad to say that this was just fine. It was a decent album. I'll say, you know, if I'm jumping on the Drake hating bandwagon, this definitely is a lot better than most of his albums. I can say that. But for the quality that I expect from Kendrick Lamar, it's a little disappointing in comparison to like his best albums. But it's okay. Like, I would listen to it again and not have a problem with it. All right, now on to TV shows that I have watched in the past couple months or so. Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. This is the second season because the first Monster season was the one of Jeffrey Dahmer. I actually like this one slightly more. I think there are some terrific performances, especially in certain episodes. And yeah, mostly I think this was a decent telling of the story. I liked most of the episodes here. Twilight of the Gods, another Netflix original series. Great animation. I think a good and relatable protagonist I could get behind, and the sort of revenge story that takes place. I dug it. English Teacher had its first season air this fall, and I thought this was a cute show. And I like the characters, and it's pretty funny. And yeah, I actually hope there's a second season. I would like to see more of this. The Old Man returned for season 2, also on FX, and I think it's better than season 1. I think there's some really exciting action scenes, especially throughout the season. But I also just feel like it could still be so much better and better paced. And yeah, it has potential to be a really good show, but I think it's mostly just sort of eh. Another show on FX that premiered this fall was Grotesquerie. A weird show, especially a very weird finale, but I liked some of the shock of it. And there was one episode that had this really long sequence that looked like it was in one take. It wasn't, though. I could tell where the cuts were. But I thought that was cool, and I liked some of the other things in the show. Overall, a decent first season. Disclaimer, it's a show on Apple TV+. Very good stuff. It's a limited series, but I really enjoyed this. Thought Alfonso Cuarón did a great job as the director, showrunner for the show. And it like got better with basically every episode, and it's rare to find series that are like that. The Penguin, an HBO series. I mean, like, I'm just gonna say what everyone else has been saying. This show is freaking great in so many different categories: acting, writing, cinematography. Love all the different handheld shots, mostly kind of handheld camera work. Just really good stuff. I'm sad it's a limited series, but great, enthralling, intense, funny, awesome show. And sticking with the Batman world, I did get around to watching Batman the Caped Crusader on Amazon Prime. Its first season. Mostly good stuff with this show. I really like what they did with Harvey Dent here, and I liked Catwoman. Thought she was pretty good character. I don't really like Batman that much. I feel like Batman could have been better. And also the animation at times was a little lacking. But like I said, it's mostly good stuff, mostly entertaining. Alright, that's everything. Sorry, just gosh, making these kinds of videos is really tiring, and like talking this much. I am being reminded why I stopped doing the things I didn't review, especially when I was doing it in that format, when I would talk about it all in one video and not clip all the different short videos together. Like, I'm just exhausted. I don't want to be making this video anymore. Sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that. And yeah, like I said, I can't guarantee that I'll be back to a consistent upload schedule, especially for these next few weeks, but it will not be a 2-month wait for my next video. I'm back, sort of. I'm pretty much back. Yeah, that's the gist of this whole video here. Okay, thank you for watching. Peace out.